Tennessee have had this year, Sean. They're very, very strong, big numbers. Florida 45-17, Vanderbilt 60-3, Georgia 67-7, Louisiana State 15-0, Kentucky 59-22. Their closest match against Carolina just recently 25-19. Coached by Marty Bradley. Marty's been around for a while and knows the game very, very well. Alabama in the meantime, victories over Auburn 49-7, Louisiana State 15-0, Mississippi State 41-40, and Ole Miss 15-0, beaten by Carolina and Auburn. They do have some players to watch though in the back row. Matthew Schick. Flanker Zach Carmelo aggressive as well.
Players to watch on the Tennessee side, you got your senior flanker Ryan Roper, hard-working with solid rugby skills, along with senior wing Lee Bogisht, who has a strong pace and excellent field vision. Your senior lock Wyatt Viska is a strong runner and a troublesome in a contact area, while senior flanker Zoe McCullough has a very high work rate and strong defensive awareness. So looking for a very good matchup today between Tennessee and the Alabama Crimson Tide, as we are getting set for the opening kick.
Alabama kicking off to Tennessee. Taken well by Tennessee. Setting the ruck. Working the blind side. Strong tackling by Alabama. Tennessee now working the back line. And the Alabama defense quick up on Tennessee. Good tackling. The ball has been turned over to Alabama, and they're against the run of play. The referee hasn't made a decision yet.
Try given to Alabama.
But has awarded a try in the corner to Alabama within the first minute of play.
Off to a great start here at Strom Rugby Field. And the temperature has come up quite a bit since our first broadcast out here today. It was hovering around 50 degrees as we started, and the breeze has been steady, but now we're up to about 55, maybe 57 degrees, and really comfortable actually.
That's a great start by Alabama, running downhill, downwind. Here comes the kick to the left of the uprights. The score remains Alabama 5, Tennessee 0.
Score 0-5. Alabama's up.
Again, Tennessee will not like to start the game that way.
Fully expect them to turn on that mean orange machine.
Nice! Oh, get the ball!
Alabama powering it up, keeping it in the forwards. Good tackling by Tennessee. Alabama continuing to keep it in the forwards, in close and tight. And some big solid runners.
Look for the ball!
Smothering defense by Tennessee. Oh, they let this one get away, and back up again. Tennessee, Alabama bringing it down the blind side. Good handoff there. Keeping it in close, Alabama. Good Good strong run by number 10 for Alabama.
Patrick Watson there for the Crimson Tide.
Good attacking play here. Alabama keeping control of the ruck. Keeping control of the ruck and then turn it over.
It's that quick.
And turned over again. And back to Alabama.
Starting off this match back and forth.
Keeping it in close. High pass there. But they keep, Alabama keep possession. Keeping it in close. Bounces off the tackle. Number 14 for Alabama.
Tyler Hoffman there for the Tide on the attack. They're setting up for their...
Good tackling though. Tennessee take them out of bounds around about the Tennessee 22, and it'll be a Tennessee line out.
Logan McNeil, the volunteer on the throwing the ball in there.
Tennessee mauling the ball forward.
Penalty to Alabama.
The referee has ruled offside, I believe, against Tennessee. Tap and go by Alabama. They're going to keep pounding away. Try and break down the Tennessee defense. Tennessee defense holding at the moment. But Alabama making strides, going forward. Referee is playing advantage to Alabama. I believe one of the Tennessee players was offside. It'll allow Alabama to continue to play wherever they're going forward. Now he's come back.
Penalty Alabama.
The penalty was offside. Alabama right on the line.
Try awarded to Alabama.
The pressure that they applied on the Tennessee defense has allowed them to score a try.
Their second try in 7 minutes.
Very short period of time.
And the Volunteers over there in the huddle discussing how they're going to combat the Crimson Tide today, coming out very strong on the rugby field today here in South Carolina.
Alabama starting very fast, very aggressive. Good control of the ball.
Eric Johnson here for the conversion kick. It's going to be no good.
Kick is no good.
It seems like they're still getting used to this breeze out here, trying to dial it in. We saw in our previous game, we saw Brian Cowan miss more conversion kicks than he successfully completed. Just trying to get it dialed in and then right on track there.
Alabama start running the ball from their 22 again. Good control of the ruck. They're going to just keep pounding it.
Oh, yes. With the video.
Right now it's just the one pass and run, one pass and run. They're going to keep those Tennessee forwards honest and try and wear them down. Nice little kick over the top, and Tennessee have knocked the ball out over the sideline. It'll be a Alabama ball back in Tennessee's half.
To Alabama.
Tennessee's Lee Bogich there as he stretched out to try to get possession of the ball. He was
The ball was not thrown in straight, and the referee will give Tennessee the option of a scrum or a line out to restart play.
looks like they'll go with the scrum.
Tennessee have chosen to scrum the ball.
Go, guys. Take control.
Scrum awarded to Tennessee.
Okay, Pack. Take it, Pack.
First scrum of the match. Will
Both teams setting up with a low center of gravity.
a bit of shoving by the two nines, the two scrum halves. Tennessee win their ball. But the pass is thrown behind the number 10. Tennessee kicking the ball now, try and
Out of the way, Luke.
gain some ground and go forward and attack.
And the ball's in touch on our
Touch off
far side over there,
Alabama ball.
just past midfield. Coming up on 10 minutes of play here. Your score is 10-0 in favor of Alabama.
Pass was low. Tennessee players knocked the ball on. It'll be restarted by Alabama.
Tennessee, Alabama ball. Scrum down.
By UT. Go, guys.
After talking to Coach Jeff Mason from the Carolina team today,
Pack.
Coach Mason is looking forward to getting back into the final. And
Nice.
while they would like to take on Tennessee, I think they'd be happy with playing either game, either team.
Well done, Stone.
If
Ball
you're
knocked on by Tennessee, and will be restarted with a Alabama scrum.
We have a knock on Tennessee.
This is our second game of today on this beautiful Saturday in South Carolina. We just saw the Bulldogs versus the Gamecocks, and the Gamecocks came out victorious with a huge deficit. Watching Alabama dominate the first few minutes of this rugby match here, as we see who is going to go into the championship tomorrow at 1 o'clock. South Carolina will be there. We'll see if Tennessee or Alabama will join them.
Alabama scrambling to get that ball out of their 22.
Ball kicked into touch by Alabama. Tennessee ball.
Be a Tennessee line out to restart play.
Possession balls.
About 15 meters into the Alabama territory. Tennessee win the line out. Their number 10, Nick Duklewski, attacking, and they keep it coming to the blind side. Good communication going on there. They continue to run it to the left, to the blind side. The Alabama defense is holding quite well.
Penalty against
Tennessee in the ruck.
Ball. Alabama ball.
Go get him, Orange.
Alabama trying to put the ball into touch, which they do.
Good increase of their field position there. They cross over the midfield line,
Change possession.
and they set up for their line out.
Alabama Alabama win the line out, throw it out wide. A couple of cutout passes. Don't quite make the gain line, but and the ball goes back. Losing territory in this play. Good defense by Tennessee. Alabama continue to attack there. And the referee's going to play it as a knock on. Be restarted by Tennessee.
On Alabama. Tennessee ball, scrum down.
Let's go, Pack.
He's starting to settle down a little bit here, Sean.
We started off
Go, Pack. Let's do this.
very quickly with 2 quick Crimson Tide tries there. They were not successful with their conversion kicks. Going into these scrums, I'm noticing that both of these teams have very good form as they get down into the scrum. Very low centers of gravity.
Good low scrums. Great for Tennessee taking it off the back of the scrum and immediately attacking the Alabama defense. But the ball again goes to ground as it's thrown back to the back. So the number 10 retrieving it. They've lost about 15 meters from that scrum position. Tennessee now gaining ground with
Tennessee kicks off the first half to Alabama.
And here we go with the second half. Tennessee versus Alabama here at the SCRC Collegiate Championship in Strom Rugby Field in beautiful South Carolina. Sean Killebrew, Ken McCarthy on the call. Whew. Ken, what do you see coming into this second half here? I heard you talking a little bit earlier before we came back on about Tennessee going to be a dominating force.
Yeah, just you get a feeling that Tennessee look pretty fit, and I think that they're going to be anxious to put this game away in the second half. But Alabama is certainly not going to go away. And from the kickoff, Tennessee were penalized. I'm not sure what the infringement was, but the Alabama's moved back into Tennessee territory, and hopefully they took the the time of the break to revive, and they're ready to go again. The Tennessee line out, a lot of movement, and ball finally in. Tennessee don't contest it, so they after the Alabama back line, and they start the one-up pound again.
Had a chance to talk with Gamecock Brian Keown, their kicker slash, we would say the MVP of the last game, as he was instrumental in the success of the Gamecocks' victory there. He said he is really looking forward to Tennessee winning this rugby match so he can get that much anticipated rematch tomorrow.
Yeah, I think they're looking to.
And penalty is awarded to Alabama.
Weren't happy with losing the game recently to Tennessee, put it that way, and they'd like to get another shot at them, I believe.
Yeah, Tennessee and South Carolina matched up, and it came close. It was 25-19 in favor of the Volunteers, and that finished out the regular season. And Volunteers finished it at 7-1. South Carolina finished at 7-1, 5-1 for the SCRC conference, and second in the Eastern Division, where Tennessee took over that first seed. Definitely looking to remedy that loss there.
Alabama go right on the attack here. Talk about Tennessee playing Carolina, but Alabama's not going to go away. They're not listening to us. Good strong running still from Alabama. They're controlling the ball and Whatever they got the ball, Tennessee won't get many opportunities.
Yeah, this is the Crimson Tide's second postseason appearance. Tennessee's third, South Carolina's third postseason appearance. Alabama's got a lot to prove. They're looking for that championship and those bragging rights coming into next year as well.
Yeah, Alabama are content here just to inch their way forward and on attack. If you can continue to go forward, there's good pressure, good support. Alabama closing in on the Tennessee line, and they have scored again early on in the second half. So this is a little bit of a repeat of the first half. Alabama go up 15-10 here early on with just the play clock hasn't started here at Strom Field, so we're just minutes into the second half, and Alabama have regained the lead. 15 points to 10 with the conversion to come. Tennessee players regrouping, talking about the position they're in, and
should be a pretty easy kick here for number 22 on the Tide. Oh, and he swings it left.
Pulls it across the uprights and misses the conversion. So the score remains Alabama 15, Tennessee 10. Tennessee finished the first half strong and looking to get back into it. Alabama have regained the lead. Alabama continue to control the ball just with strong individual runs. They'll keep it out of Tennessee's hands, then they'll be hard to beat. Here it goes again. It's a close pass, close run. Control the ball. Yep, and they've turned it over.
Let's go, support!
Tennessee quick onto that ruck. The ball on the ground, but Kliski picks it up well.
Tennessee looking to make their second.
Nice little offload there. Tennessee continued to attack the Alabama line so quickly from one end of the field to the other.
This will be Tennessee's second try if it's successful. And then looking at a successful conversion kick, they could take the lead.
Tennessee have turned it back over to Alabama. Alabama try and kick it out of their territory, and Jacob Rule picks it up for Tennessee, but not a good pass. The referee will rule. I believe a ball was knocked forward, and Alabama will get to restart play with a scrum around about 5 yards into their own half.
Let's go, UT!
Jacob Rule there, number 15 for the Volunteers. Tried to give it the old one-armed undersling, just shy of a lateral pass, and it
got away from him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tennessee driving forward have given away, have one possession of the ball. The penalty against the Alabama team. Quick tap and go. A bit of scrappy play here, but Tennessee retained possession. At 10. Victor Kliski runs it up again. Gaining ground. Maintaining possession, going forward. The pass goes to ground. Alabama quickly on the counter attack. The kick is
deflected.
Run into by Luke Dyson, and ball goes into touch. It'll still be an Alabama ball, but he slowed the Alabama counter attack. Line out one by Alabama. And a nice break. Not a very good attempt at tackle. Another not very good attempt at tackle. Alabama making a lot of ground well down into the Tennessee half.
Out of the way, guys. Let's
Just
take
a
it
result
back
of poor
now. Take
tackling
it
by
back.
Tennessee.
Not one, but two at least botched tackles for Tennessee there as the ball basically reverses field. And we look at an attack, a possible attack and try by Alabama here.
Yeah, it's interesting, Sean. I'm not sure how many teams, about 50% of the play in most games is defense. You about split possession, and I'm not sure that teams spend 50% of their time practicing defense. But it's the discipline in defense is very, very critical to a game. Trying to run it out from their 22 here, and the man's been isolated in the tackle. Good support here.
It looks like we got the play clock back. We're looking at 26:20 left in this half.
Tennessee now going forward. Good support.
Out of the way.
Controlling
Block, block,
possession.
block. Down, down.
Going forward.
All right, that's good.
Alabama player was being penalised for hands in the ruck.
For being offside.
Or going offside probably. Going in from the side by the look of it.
Boss, you're doing okay. It's all right. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
If you're just joining us, it's the SCRC Championship here in Columbia, South Carolina. Tennessee versus the Alabama Roll Tide, Crimson Tide, excuse me, in the championship match here to see who faces South Carolina tomorrow. The qualifying teams in the nation will go to Charlotte, North Carolina, in their new state-of-the-art rugby athletic center there, looking for the championship in the nation.
Push, push, push.
Tennessee again
Go, 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 go. Keep going. Out of the way.
into a maul. Making ground off the maul. Continue to drive forward. Alabama cannot pull the maul to the ground. Tennessee, number 8 goes to ground. Ball now. Luke Dyson into the back line. On the blind side. Tennessee throwing the ball around now. They want to wear the Alabama team down. The more phases of play they can put together, the more they'll wear them down, and they'll find a breach in the defense. But they've turned the ball over.
Alabama with the penalty.
The referee didn't.
Bringing the ball to midfield.
Tennessee players questioning the referee, so they've penalised another 10 yards, another 10 metres.
Go, balls. Let's get it back.
It's not good to challenge the referee.
And Alabama will use it to kick for touch.
Almost unique in rugby,
It'll
Sean,
be
that
worn the line out.
the referee is the law, and that you don't challenge the referee in rugby. It's his decision is final, and it very, very rarely works in your favour to question him.
It would seem like to be a referee in a rugby match, you would definitely be the most alert on the field and be watching every little aspect and be able to and know the rules and the ins and outs of the game so well that on the slightest little tick you'd be able to call it. So you almost have to give it to him.
It's a very challenging position. It's the referee not only has to know the laws of the game, but
Penalty advantage awarded to Alabama.
oftentimes use his discretion. Does it actually affect play or not affect play, and how egregious is it? The referee is letting play flow pretty well in this game, doing a very good job.
Ball.
Alabama maintaining possession here, and they'll run it up. Try and find a chink in this Tennessee defense. Number 1, Colin Thule, running it up for Tennessee. Now Jack Murphy. Alabama big boys putting in a lot of work today. Number 4, Wyatt Visca. Now out to their back line, but pass behind.
And with the knock on by
The fatigue is showing.
Tennessee.
Okay, practice is on.
Showing on these athletes'
Yeah,
faces here. They
stepping
have
out of the background, out of the back line, and knocked the ball forward.
some substitutions being made.
Tennessee deciding it's time to
bring in some fresh blood,
change the game some. It's 21 minutes left in the first half, so Tennessee needs to get on top of it. Tennessee having a little trouble at the back of the scrum, and it's turned over to Alabama. They had control. This time the tackle takes it out of the Alabama hands.
And we'll bring it back to the penalty. Forward pass.
Got a couple of young children here on the sidelines, and one of them has inadvertently kicked a rugby ball onto the field.
Alabama, though, retaining possession. Tennessee's not getting the possession they need to.
Go UT, let's
To
push
tie up
back.
this game or go ahead with a converted try. They're struggling to get possession. Good push by Tennessee again, but and they have
Wait,
got
right.
the turnover from the scrum. Good ruck technique there. Tennessee are now driving forward. And he's going to penalise a Tennessee player who went to the ground with the ball and tackle and did not release the ball.
Penalty awarded to Alabama. Holding on to the ball.
Yeah, number 22 there for the Volunteers was holding on, white-knuckling the ball as he was being dragged down the field after the tackle, which is against the rules in this game. As the ball goes into touch here on the left side.
Alabama will kick for touch. And receive the line out inside.
Zone McCulloch, it's just made it into touch. So Alabama restart play. The line out right on the Tennessee 22.
Go
Alabama
UT,
going
let's
with
get
a
this
four-man line out. They win their line out. Holding onto the ball. Trying to get back to the gain line. Some driving tackling though from Tennessee. Starting to realise the urgency of this game.
Under 20 minutes left in this match.
And
The winner will
Jack
face
Murphy again.
South Carolina tomorrow in the
Strong
championship.
running by the Alabama big boys. Back to Colin Thule pounding it up. Alabama tight five have done a lot of work today.
Alabama looking for any opportunity to break through for a try.
Referee calling out one of the Tennessee players here. We've seen it. The hand goes in the pocket.
Go
Sean
UT,
looks
let's
like
stop 'em.
the yellow card, but he's
That's it.
finally found it. I'm not
A
sure
yellow
what
card is
the
awarded. Number 19,
It's our
Tennessee.
fourth yellow card for the day, the first one of this particular
Tennessee now
game.
man down inside their own 22.
that just makes it that much more difficult for Tennessee.
Not only are they down in points, they're down in numbers in an effort to try to stop this Crimson Tide from rolling all over 'em.
There you go. Ball back, and the Alabama forwards are just happy to inch it up. Controlling the ball, controlling possession, going forward. And there they are. They've finally cracked the line, and
It's going to bring your score up to
fourth try of the day against one for Tennessee. So the score goes to Alabama 20, Tennessee 10.
Pending the conversion kick, you're looking 22-10 in favor of Alabama, who has dominated the ball out there on the field today.
Just some strong, hard running by the Alabama forwards is in Tennessee back.
They found a strategy early on in this matchup and have stuck with it. Just a pitch and run, and inch their way up the field as Eric Johnson sets up for the conversion kick, and it is just far to the right.
It's a different game to what we saw the first game, Sean, where Carolina focused on throwing the ball wide and running the Mississippi State defense off their feet. Getting the overlap out wide on many occasions, whereas the Alabama team are just pounding it up and happy to get just what they can from each possession. But whenever they're going forward and controlling possession, Tennessee can't win.
And Tennessee kicks off to Alabama.
And that is showing on the scoreboard. Just over 16 and a half minutes left in this matchup. Still a close.
The ball being turned over now. Tennessee have an opportunity as they pound away. Spreading it wide quickly. Little flick pass backwards. Tennessee making good ground. Quick try here. There's still 16 minutes to go in this game, so it's absolutely nowhere near over.
The game is definitely tight enough that it still could be anybody's win. Scores 20-10. Second half here in Columbia, South Carolina for the SCRC Championship matchup.
So the referee ruling that the ball wasn't coming out of that ruck, and that Tennessee going forward, so they'll have the ball.
Let's go, Pack!
Coach Marty Bradley, I think, trying to decide if there's going to be a substitution here. Which there is.
With a substitution for Tennessee, we're now scrubbing down.
Looks like he substituted out Kerry Roberts there.
I think Tennessee are getting pretty close to the full complements of substitutes and trying to turn this game with some fresh legs. Tennessee good control of this ball, pushing the scrum forward. Here they go, attacking the line. Good solid defense so far from Alabama. They need to spread wide quickly.
There it is.
Kukluski bounces off the first tackle over the try line. Brings the score. Alabama 20, Tennessee 15 when the kick to come. 13.5 minutes still left in the game, so lots of time.
Lots of time, and almost a completely fresh team wearing the gray and orange today. Coming up against Alabama, who has made far fewer substitutions but have still dominated the ball out there. And Luke Dyson set for the conversion kick. Through the upright.
Kick is good.
And the kick is good. Tennessee comes back. Now 17-20.
20-17, your new score in favor of Alabama here on Strom Rugby Field in South Carolina. We have just over 12 minutes left in this match as Alabama has really shown what they can do as far as a team is concerned, and their conditioning and their discipline have been on point.
Yeah, Tennessee
Alabama with the kickoff.
put those 7 points back on the board. So
Tennessee recovers, goes to ground.
Alabama, they can get control of the ball for longer periods of time. And they have. They've turned it over. Tennessee's Simon Bedoya runs it up. Number 5, Kerry Roberts. Good control of the ball. 15, Jacob Rule. Logan McNeil with the ball this time. Number 4, Wyatt Viska. Jack Murphy for Alabama.
Alabama doing very well.
They turn over the ball. Alabama's Logan McNeil looks to be injured, and Tennessee quickly jumping on an opportunity to get it back down. The Alabama end of the half.
And this fresh Tennessee team moving the ball past the half-field mark. Definitely showing an improved effort after the substitutions.
And the penalty awarded to Tennessee.
Ruck infringement there by Alabama, and not coming in from the back of the ruck. Tennessee setting up again.
Good clean kick there by the Volunteers as it goes into touch, and they will move up for the line out and attempt their next attack. Plenty of time left to close up the gap here and potentially take the lead.
Tennessee control their own line out. Tempted them all, but strong driving tackling by Alabama, but the referee is penalized to Alabama, is playing advantage to Tennessee. Let's see what they do with it here.
Pushing the ball way out to the right there, trying to get that wide attack. Running right into a wall of defenders, though.
Still a Tennessee ball there.
Doing very well to maintain possession.
A little wider from Tennessee now. They're going to try and find a breach in the defense. And it's knocked backwards by Tennessee, the referee rules. But Alabama still take possession of the ball. The referee has ruled that the Tennessee player cannot reach in and take the ball from the ruck. You got to keep your hands out of the ruck. Little relief for Alabama.
8.5 minutes left on the clock as the ball's going to come right to our table.
And those 8.5 minutes can't go quickly enough for Alabama.
Receive the line out.
The Alabama line out here.
45-meter mark.
Referee is ruling timeout as placements come in for Tennessee.
Volunteers taking full advantage of their substitution opportunities to do anything they can against this Crimson Tide.
Tennessee just standing there, totally unbound.
Referee allows that one to go. No, he calls it back, not in straight.
Volunteer number 22 looking for the referee to call that one there as he saw the infraction immediately.
Tennessee six-man line out. Controlled by Tennessee. Out to the back line now. A cutout pass. Good defense by Alabama. Those still haven't made it over the gain line, but pass goes to ground. They fumble around for it, but Tennessee comes back up with it. Now they're working the blind side. Tennessee forwards are getting to the ball quicker than Alabama right now. Alabama forwards are tired from a lot of work today. They are not going to let this one go easily. And a good tackle. The referee is penalising the Alabama player for coming into the side of the ruck, being offside.
Tennessee now inside Alabama territory.
Let's go, UT!
Ball moving steadily back and forth.
Into 5.5 minutes now, and Tennessee is going to attempt to tie the game with a penalty kick here, sir.
Tennessee has elected to go for points. With the kick roughly 45 meters out, center field.
See the way Tennessee
Huh?
See the way Tennessee posts up, they get 2 men up in front of the ruck. That's illegal. Do it all the time.
Tennessee looking for the tying score here, as pending this kick success will grant them 3 points.
Long kick, it's for 40 meters.
He's got a slight breeze at his back.
I believe this is Andrew Sayers.
A hush falls over the crowd as the kick is good.
Successful, and that ties the game up.
Tennessee comes back and ties it up. 20 even.
No, let's down, UT! No,
5 minutes to go.
That was their second 3-point kick of the day.
Alabama put 4 tries up against Tennessee's 2, but the game is tied.
4 minutes left in the game. I think it's about to crack down. We're going to see some hard hits coming up.
We need another one!
Ball knocked back by Tennessee, so they retain possession.
Still good.
Second prong line of attack there, but
Lee Bogich on the carry. And the kick.
his kick is out on the full, so it'll be returned.
The ball is kicked out by Tennessee. Just
got
short
the
of
halfway
midfield.
line here.
Awarded to Alabama.
Be an Alabama line out to restart play. A 4-man line out by Alabama. Tennessee matching up.
Let's get it orange!
Referee not happy with it being straight.
Line out is not straight.
Tennessee choose.
Tennessee will have the option.
All right, Pack, let's go! Let's
And they will
go!
choose to go for the line out. Now Tennessee ball at midfield.
Come on, Tennessee!
It's
Tennessee chosen to go with a 6-man line out. bring it down
Tennessee
straight into a
recovers,
maul,
goes
but
straight
the
to
maul
the
comes
maul.
to the ground. Ball being thrown out wide by Tennessee. Alabama defense holds. And I just wonder how tired those Alabama boys are, Sean. They've turned the ball over.
Yeah, you can only imagine.
Ooh, high pass, but it stays with the Alabama 15. Good support. Those front rowers coming all the way across the field. They are putting in an effort. The referee is going to penalise Tennessee for putting the ball in for holding onto the ball in the ruck, but the quick tap by Alabama. Hands in the ruck by Tennessee. I'd say he'd be called out again, and perhaps a yellow card on this one for a second infringement. One on top of the other.
And a second yellow card is awarded to Tennessee.
2 yellow cards today for Tennessee. And we haven't seen very many, if any, substitutions for the Crimson
Alabama
Tide.
don't even want to kick it out and take the line out. They're just going to run it and try and control into the last minute here. They will try and just run the play up and control the ball, I think, and kill this time. There they go, one man at a time. Lining up together here. The forward pack, their tight 5, have played extremely well. They're controlling the ball. Tennessee trying to get the turnover, but while Alabama's got that support and going forward, it's going to be very difficult to take the ball off them. They've tried this, scored a try from it before. Now they're throwing it out wide. Inside pass to number 3, Jack Murphy. Alabama pressing the line.
This could be the final attempt, the final try here. The play clock has run out.
Tennessee defense is holding.
Due to
Tennessee and Alabama have knocked the ball on.
Alabama. The ball will turn over to Tennessee. They will scrum down at the 5-meter mark.
play clock has run out, but due to an injury earlier in the game, time has been added to the end of this half. As Tennessee is...
Alabama now need to really focus on their defense and get that last little bit of last effort to hold these Tennessee boys.
This will be their last attempt at this part of the field, unless something magical happens.
And Tennessee's going to throw everything into this attack. There they go. The kick is run down by Alabama.
And number 20 for the Crimson Tide took a ball right in the face after the kick.
22. Kick to restart play.
Tennessee comes out to the 22.
You got to think about this one a minute. How are they going to restart play? What are they going to do? Alabama just wants to take this ball and control the clock. A long kick.
Tennessee kicks away and Alabama recovers.
One-handed pass there, but they...
Ooh.
No. Oh, not the time.
Not the mistake you want to see this close to the end of the game on Alabama's part. A botched.
Tennessee out over the sideline.
With a botched throw.
Alabama ball, but Tennessee well into Alabama's territory. Referee resetting it. It's Alabama just 4 men in the line. Yep. Now they knock it on, and the Alabama number 8 takes the ball from the line out. Tennessee on the attack.
Quick-handed Josh Landon there for the Volunteers, grabbing that ball up after it was grounded.
Tennessee now pounding away. Ball thrown wide. Nick Dekliski.
Nice dig in back to the right to shake that defender.
Alabama defense holding there. But you wonder for how long, as hard as they've worked today.
Tennessee pushing forward with relatively fresh players.
Tennessee driving forward. And it's a penalty against the Tennessee players for diving into the ruck.
And the penalty is awarded to Alabama.
Cannot go to ground.
Not what they were looking for sure. That is going to kill their attack efforts going into the end of this game.
Alabama players on their haunches. They're out of energy.
And Alabama
Clean to touch.
And they will have the line out inside the 22.
Go, UT, let's get this! We're here!
Jonathan Brothers set for the throw.
5-man line at this time by Alabama. Alabama win the ball.
Taking it wide.
Recovers and kicks away. Space.
Lee Boggich there on the catch.
Recovers on the outside.
Tackled by the Alabama chase, but Tennessee have the ball.
Tennessee still with possession.
Field clock has run out, but I'm not sure when the referee's clock is going to run out here. Tennessee continue to pound the ball, keeping it in close for now.
Trying to draw more of those Crimson Tide players in so they get a break for the wide to the right there. They can make a better effort for the try. Here it is.
Ball's coming out wider.
Tennessee now inside the 22.
These Alabama players will not give up the...
Trying to break away.
Tennessee again attacking right on the line. Pounding it in. Controlling possession. And the Alabama players down.
And there it is.
Still not over the line yet.
Wyatt Visca with the possession there on the Tennessee side.
And the ball is held up.
Referee ruling that the ball is not.
Tennessee dives in that the ball was held up by Alabama.
Just a valiant effort, though, for the Volunteers on that one, pushing it forward, inching it, just trying to punch that ball into there for the try, and Alabama's just
pounding
not
away at
having
the Alabama
it.
line, and Alabama are not ready to give up as an Alabama substitute comes onto the field.
Time stop for the injury. Tennessee will resume with a scrum at 5 meters out.
One of the first substitutions I've seen for Alabama side. They've done very well with their starting lineup here and maintaining their discipline on the ball, and their endurance is shown out here on the field today.
This is yours! This is yours!
Great effort by both teams today. Tennessee ball 5 meters out from the Alabama line. Watch the number 8 coming around this side. The blind side is create an
Tennessee
overlap
put in.
if they.
Still in
Just
possession.
gonna push
Tennessee
it.
gets it out.
Come on, come on, come on!
Good defense by Alabama. Good tackling.
And strong defense by Alabama. Taking it back in through the middle.
Tennessee's not giving up, but neither is Alabama here as the ball is relatively in the same spot.
And the ruck collapses.
The referee calls full time. Game
That is the end
over.
of regulation time.
Score tied,
remains at
20 to 20.
We now go to overtime.
And unprecedented for the day, we're going into overtime. Our first game of the day, South Carolina versus Mississippi State, was very one-sided, 55-7 in favor of the Gamecocks there. And going into overtime with Alabama versus Tennessee, the game has actually been pretty balanced. Alabama has 4 successful tries to Tennessee's 2 successful tries, but Tennessee has tied the game with 2 free kicks and 2 successful conversion kicks. Looking here at this tied game going into overtime is incredible. We're going to see which team wants this win more and wants to go into the championship game tomorrow against the Gamecocks.
Followed by another 10-minute period.
In the overtime, sure,
Go from there based on overtime policy.
they retoss the coin to decide which direction you're going to run, and then it's 10 minutes each way. So we've got 20 more minutes of rugby to play, and it's a battle.
By 2 very, very deserving teams.
Yeah, the favored Tennessee team against an Alabama #1 from the East, Tennessee #1 from the East, and Alabama #2 from the West. But neither one is going to give up. Alabama regrouping and trying to re-energize over there.
Break. We do have event t-shirts on sale for $15 over the
Very, very interesting game and very different from the first game.
Very different. We're going to take a quick break here on ASBN, coachesaid.com. Sean Killebrew, Ken McCarthy calling the game here today at the SCRC Championships in South Carolina. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Strom Rugby Field here in beautiful Columbia, South Carolina. We're going into overtime for our second game of the day. Alabama Crimson Tide versus the Tennessee Volunteers. Your score going out of the game was 20-20. 4 successful tries for Alabama, 2 successful tries and conversion kicks for Tennessee, and 2 penalty kicks, free kicks for 3 points each for Tennessee, tying our game up. Going into overtime here, Ken McCarthy on color, Sean Killebrew here, play-by-play. Ken, tell us about overtime and how the rules are going to work.
Well, Sean, it's going to be 10 minutes each way, and they'll hopefully come up with a result at the end of that 10 minutes. At the end of that 20 minutes, and have a victor. But I'll tell you what, as the temperature goes down here in Columbia, the match heat has not gone down. Alabama just will not give up, and Tennessee will not give up. So it's a great battle here. Very different from the first game, which was a blowout, but 20-20, and these boys are tired. But neither one of them are willing to concede. So
I think we're going to see
great effort by both Tennessee Volunteers and the Alabama Crimson Tide trying to get into that finals match for tomorrow. So we'll see what this next 20 minutes bring. Alabama is going to be kicking off, running downfield, downwind, but Tennessee came back strong in both halves. Alabama have outscored them 4 tries to 2, but the Tennessee kickers have kept them in the game.
The temperature is steadily dropping here in Columbia, South Carolina, on the campus of the Gamecocks. And we started out the day pretty chilly. It was about 35, and now we're coming back around. It's dropping below the 50s to finish out this matchup today. it's definitely going to weigh on these players, as Alabama did not make really any substitutions the entire game, so their players are definitely worn out and fatigued out here against some relatively fresher volunteer players. So it's going to be an interesting matchup as we go into the first half of overtime.
And the kick is
Kick
good.
by Alabama.
Tennessee recovers.
And the Tennessee player
Flag is
has
up.
barely gone into touch, and it'll be an Alabama ball
Taken
here.
out by Alabama, still playing the ball. Line out is awarded to
About
Alabama.
15 or 20 meters into the Tennessee half. Four-man line out. Tennessee, Alabama have lost the ball to Tennessee from their line out.
Getting out wide to the back.
Tennessee immediately throwing it wide. Some aggressive
Ball goes
tackling by
backwards.
Alabama
Tennessee
though.
recovers, approaching midfield.
Strong running by Tennessee in close.
The fans are on their feet. We're on our feet.
Little switch play. Now it's coming out wide. Alabama appear to have the
Tennessee out
defense
wide
to
again,
combat
now
it.
approaching the 22.
And they've made the turnover.
Alabama gets the turnover, running outside.
Holding it on with one hand, which is dangerous.
Coach it,
But
coach it. Hold on.
Alabama hold on to it.
Get up, get up.
Now they go back to the preferred style. Oh, they're throwing it wide this time.
Back across midfield, Tennessee.
I think we're going to see that play out throughout this overtime, that both teams looking for the
and a
wide game.
Great step by the Alabama player as he goes over in the, under the post. Looks like he's injured himself on the play, but great counter-attacking by
For the first
Alabama.
try
And
in
ran it.
overtime.
They changed their strategy to throwing it wide and have scored immediately.
Definitely a good change on their part, it would seem. Let's see if Tennessee can come up with something to combat it. Otherwise, they will not be playing tomorrow against South Carolina and not in Charlotte for the national championships. Be losing the sun here in just a few more minutes as the day winds to a close, and so to this first day of championship games.
As we look around, the hands are going in the pocket and the hot chocolates are coming out.
Everyone trying to stay warm for at least 17 more minutes as they...
Conversion is successful, so
27-20. 7 minutes to go with the first half.
Alabama currently up 27-20. Tennessee, though, they'll be right back. They will not give up.
Alabama has been very good on the attack. They've been very successful with their moving forward and getting the try. That's their 5th successful try of the day.
Come on, balls. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
We got
One of the Tennessee players down getting his,
Time is stopped for an injury.
looks like he's got cramps.
getting an update from another game going on, Alabama versus Mississippi State in the second quarter. Alabama up 12-0, 7:45 left in that quarter.
I believe, too, in the SEC, Sean, that Carolina came back in overtime to beat Florida.
I believe you're right. A very big win here for the college town in South Carolina.
Steve Spurrier in the swamp.
Nice.
The ball batted back by Tennessee.
Well done.
They're moving down into Alabama territory here.
To clarify that game, Gamecocks came back with 23-20.
By Tennessee, though. And
23-20 in overtime. The Gamecocks beat the Florida Gators.
Awarded to Alabama.
Alabama is holding on to possession, kicking it down
Alabama kicks away. Empty space.
into Tennessee territory as they start their counterattack.
Lee Bogic on the attack here.
Tennessee
Tennessee kicks
kicking
away.
back, but Alabama in position. Jacob Rule, I'm sorry,
Ben Betchel.
Ben Bechtel is there to start the Alabama counter. They maintain possession of the ball.
About
4.5 minutes left in the first overtime half. One of the Alabama substitutes, big lad, pounding the ball up. They go back to their ground and pound style, which scored them points in the first and second half, and by maintaining possession, controlling possession, and going forward, they will be hard to beat. Alabama controlling the ball. Up goes Jack Murphy again.
Alabama
Hand off
continuing
there.
to offloads. The remains near midfield.
Up they come again with some powerful running.
Solid forward
Go to
play.
ground. Controlling the ball, set the ruck. And then number 4, Wyatt Visca, pounding it up. But knocked the
With
ball
the
on.
knock, Tennessee now recovers with a scrum.
Winding down in the first half of overtime. And
Temper's getting short here at the end of the game, but as you can well imagine.
they're going to leave all their heart on the field, Ken, as they try to go into the championship game tomorrow.
It's going to be tough for whoever wins this game to come back up against Carolina. Carolina with a relatively
Dominating.
easy, dominating game. Yeah, they should be in great shape for whoever wins this one. But whoever wins this one has played great heart, and Alabama have turned it over again. Then they're turning it right back. No, hands, I believe hands.
Penalty award to Alabama. Tennessee not
Hands
kicked
in the
away,
ruck.
now getting back 10. Anticipating
Just
kick.
over 2.5 minutes left. 20-27, your score still.
Come on, UT! Let's take it back!
I believe it was knocked back, so they
The ball was off his foot. It remains good. Possession still with Alabama. Getting it back to pod play.
Jack Murphy, this I say again, the tight 5 for Alabama have truly played a great game. They've worked hard.
Now, it came together as a team, really coordinated their efforts for sure, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Need the ball! Yeah!
Here we go. Alabama,
That's it.
Outside with
All the way in.
they scored
For
their
the try.
second try in the first half of
Try is
overtime.
awarded.
Takes the score to 32-20 with a minute and a half left in overtime. In the first half of overtime. Do not count out Tennessee because they can come back quickly. They've got speed.
They can
These
definitely turn
Alabama
it around.
boys are going to be tired, but they're not going to. That second try is going to give them a little more adrenaline.
Both teams trying to get this game over with before the sun fully sets and the temperature really starts to drop here in Columbia.
The lights are not on yet, but may not be long.
Some of the
Zoe McCullough here attempting a long distance conversion close to the sideline. That one is going to be to the right, so the score remains Alabama 32, Tennessee 20.
under a minute to go in the first half of overtime as Alabama is set to receive the kick. Some of the South Carolina Gamecock players have made their way back to the field to watch the action and see who they might be playing tomorrow.
Come on! Let's go! Keep fighting!
Good high kick by Tennessee, and Alabama control it
It is
there.
good. Alabama continues with forward play.
Number 8, Josh Landon, had a good game today too. And Alabama, again, he pounded up.
Josh
All in
Landon,
possession.
critical member of the squad out there.
Dropped that ball out, but it went backwards. And we have a strong run again from Wyatt Viska.
He is brought
Good
down
long run.
near the 30.
Alabama go on the attack again.
Tossing out wide again.
Well into
Another breakaway.
Tennessee half. These Alabama lads are not going to give this one away. Ball knocked forward by Alabama. It'll be Tennessee scrum.
And with the knock by
But that is
Alabama,
the end of the first half of the overtime.
now have a
Players
2-minute
down on the ground. They
Go, Eugene! Heads up! Heads up!
They've got 10 minutes to go. They are wearing down.
Tennessee
See if
definitely.
Tennessee can come back from a 12-point deficit here.
They really need to get coordinated out there on the field and double up their efforts in order to beat this Crimson Tide today. Already in overtime, 32-20 in favor of the Tide, as Tennessee's trying to do anything they can to find a way to break through and get some points on the board to close up that gap. Yet again, they've already done it in the regular play. They closed up that gap that Alabama created for them. See if they can do it again here in the last 10 minutes of our game.
It's been a great game to watch. Again, I say very different from that first one, but they're putting it all out there. They didn't come this far to lay down.
Exactly. Both teams, all four teams today playing with pretty good discipline, save a couple of things on Mississippi State's side. You know, a lot of infractions on their part there. But otherwise, a very disciplined game on both sides of the ball in both games today. So, you know, it's been a great day for rugby.
And it might just be that the discipline in this final 10 minutes will be the difference. But
it does make all the difference in the game like this, especially with so much on the line.
sometimes the energy might not be there to maintain the discipline, but it won't be for lack of heart.
Yeah, I think the only thing that's really going to stop the Crimson Tide today is their legs just physically giving out. They have put everything out there on the field today as far as conditioning and athleticism are concerned. Definitely earn their spot tomorrow if they can hold it here.
Michelle, we'll see if this is going to be the final 10 minutes or Tennessee can still tie it up with 12 points, but I don't think either team is looking for anything but a win.
Losing the sun behind the building here, although most of the field is still saturated.
Second half of overtime, your score remains
Plenty of light left to play. At least we'll have 10 minutes left of good light. So
Give it all you got.
Good high kick from Tennessee. Knocked forward by Tennessee.
So knocks it on.
The
Turning over to
Alabama ball, Alabama scrum to restart play.
Go Pack! Let's go, we're here!
both teams set in the scrum as Sean Murray feeds the ball. Tennessee comes up with a possession. Tennessee's player there maintaining possession of the ball, maintaining control. See them break right here in a second as they set up their try in this second half of overtime.
There
they go. They're throwing it out.
Inside the 22 of Alabama.
Continual good tackling by Alabama.
Advantage tonight gained. Now bringing it back to the line. Penalty awarded
Referee
to Tennessee.
The chairs are going to go up after this game, is what he's saying.
Had been playing advantage, so it's a Tennessee penalty. Kicking it into touch. Oh, and a mistake by Tennessee. I believe the ball went over the dead ball line, so big mistake by Tennessee. Alabama get to restart play from the 22. Tennessee trying to put the ball down close to the line and restart with the line out, but kicked it too far. Alabama put it up high, and the ball comes back to Alabama.
That is awarded to Alabama.
They control the ball again.
Nick Dekluski on the receiving end there, botched the catch, batted it back towards Alabama, giving them possession.
This tight five of Matthew Lund and Jonathan Brothers and Daniel Depperschmidt, Patrick Lynch, and Clark run themselves just off today. One more scrum for Alabama. Tennessee look like they've won the ball, pushing.
Penalty awarded to Tennessee.
Looks like he's penalized Alabama for hands.
6.5 minutes left in the second half of overtime here at SCRC Championship game on Strom Field.
Nick Dawson puts it out this time, so Tennessee is back on the attack. Still a lot of time, Sean.
Plenty of time for really anything to happen in this one.
Ball controlled by Tennessee.
Goes straight to a ball. Now 5 meters out. Still
good
advancing.
push for Tennessee there.
Great strong push. The ball
Tennessee
straight
gets
out.
Wide.
A good low tackle. And they turned it over. Alabama have taken the ball back.
Alabama turns it over.
Running it out. Throwing the ball around this time. Tennessee holding them up. If they can hold him up, they'll turn it over, but Alabama holding onto the ball. Going back to this style of pounding it up.
It worked very
time
well
working
for him.
off the clock, coming down to 5 minutes. This time, fullback Ben Bechtel kicks it away, but
midfield, Tennessee recovers.
Tennessee are countering. They've got a strong counter-attack going here. Alabama up to the task at the moment. The ball knocked forward by Tennessee, so it comes back to an Alabama scrum.
Right inside the 22.
Come on, UT, let's keep it going.
Both teams putting up a valiant effort here for the win, knowing that tomorrow they will head out to see South Carolina on the same field for the SCRC Championship.
Coach Jeff Mason standing here, interested in the Carolina coach, interested in the result of this game. Coach, who are you hoping will win this one?
Looks like a foregone conclusion at the moment. Looks like Alabama's got This one taken.
Coach saying Alabama has it sewn up here, 32-20 with 4 minutes left in the second half of overtime here.
This time Ben Bechtel's kick
This ball!
is run down by Tennessee. Should be an Alabama ball. Close to their line though. They've had trouble with the lineouts. Low throw.
Based on all the hype from Tennessee coming into this game.
Attempted to kick it out, but they kicked it straight to Luke Dyson.
You would think Tennessee
He had the overlap, but decided to hold on to the ball. Continue to attack the Alabama line. 3 minutes left in the game.
based off
driving into the game.
Based off all the hype that we had with Tennessee coming into this game with no defeats, it looks like they might find their first win of the season here in the championship game.
I'm not ready to write them off yet, Sean.
Still almost 3 minutes of gameplay,
Like
so there's time.
They have scored.
And Tennessee strikes one in for the try, bringing it to 25-32, pending the kick.
Tennessee's efforts finally paying off for them, closing that gap just a little bit more.
They're trying to hurry up the kick so that they get the opportunity to attack again. Looks like Luke Dyson's lining it up. Alabama will probably try and slow down there. They missed the kick, so there's
wide right there.
Wide right. Alabama will take their time coming back to the midfield to kick off. Just walking up.
Just over a minute and a half left in this second half of overtime here on Strom Rugby Field in Columbia, South Carolina, as the sun continues to set, the temperature continues to drop, and Alabama continues to roll that tide over the Tennessee Volunteers.
Alabama kicks away.
Great kickoff by Alabama, but taken by Tennessee. And throwing it out wide. Ball going to ground there. Picked up by
Lee Bogic there with the carry and shaking two defenders.
Back on his feet.
And he's not held. He continues all the way to midfield.
Ball comes out though, and it goes to Alabama. Referee playing advantage.
Awarded to Alabama due to a Tennessee knock.
Referee will rule scrum to Alabama.
Scrum down to Alabama at center field.
Coming down into the final minute or so here, the referee has ruled time off for a Tennessee injury.
Looking here at coachesaid.com, I see that this game alone has had over 1,000 views, 1036 total so far. And the game prior to this one had 380. That was South Carolina versus Mississippi State. So we have almost tripled our viewership just over the course of 2 games today here at SCRC Rugby Championships on Strom Field in beautiful Columbia, South Carolina.
Let's go, balls right here. Big push.
Tennessee are ready to go again
Big
here.
push here, balls.
Alabama forwards not giving up in this game. It's their ball, but Tennessee scrum has been punishing today. They've driven Alabama back and looking to do it one more time. Yep. Tennessee driving back again, but the
ball is out. Alabama still in possession.
Come on, Connor, hit this rock, baby. Counter up.
forwards have picked it up. And number 10 for Alabama, Patrick Watson, making a good breaking run.
Alabama continue to get it out wide.
Alabama, though, kicking the ball away down deep into Tennessee territory. A good tackle. And in fact, Ball coming back off, I believe, Luke Dyson, and the Alabama player jumps on the ball or reaches out and puts his hand on the ball and have scored a try to put this game away.
37-25, Alabama.
That will be it, Sean.
And
Alabama will run this clock out no matter how much time is left. They will take their time on the conversion, and there won't be any time left, I don't believe, once this one. What a great effort by both Tennessee and Alabama.
It sure was, and Alabama just playing a solid, consistent rugby match out here today on the field against Tennessee. Tennessee just not being able to live up to the hype coming into it. You know, they came in without any losses. Alabama came in with 2, and they really proved themselves, and they earned that spot tomorrow against South Carolina in the SCRC Championships.
Yeah, Alabama put those 2 tries on Tennessee early in the game, and I think Tennessee was expecting it.
They think it's no good.
They were able to come back in both halves. It was a great effort by both teams. Congratulations both to Tennessee and to Alabama. Alabama going through to play Carolina tomorrow in the final.
That game will take place at 1:00 p.m. tomorrow, which is Sunday, November 16th, right here on Strom Rugby Field. It'll be South Carolina versus the Alabama Crimson Tide in a beautiful matchup to see who goes to Charlotte, North Carolina for the national championships at the new state-of-the-art rugby center there. And for everyone here at coachesaid.com and ASBN, for Ken McCarthy on color, thank you very much. I'm Sean Killebrew here saying have a great night and try to stay warm.
Bring it over to the racket chair.